Hello! We're back! Oh, we're still kicking. This team is not doing well. They pulled out the mic. Oh, this team is not doing well, but maybe we have a chance against this team. We're actually ranked higher. It's a dark elf team, so if they're ranked lower and it's dark elf, then it might be a starting really wounded dark elf team or just starting out dark elf. Yeah, that last team we played was just good. Oh, okay, so we just lost the turn. We're gonna put extra support on the ball here. You know, I don't know if I should be putting guys on them. That's probably not smart. We're already starting this.
There's only one word to say about this ball.
Not a word, Jim. A sound.
Now, these blockers, I'm okay with putting up on his guys because they're stronger, but my beastmen, they're not. They're the same strength, so I don't know. But maybe it does make sense because he's just gonna dodge out of them. If I'm not on his guys, then he's just going to run around on the field.
They've got the advantage, but there is no sure thing in life. They're still standing.
Okay. Let's pick up the ball, Thanos. Got it. Good job. Yeah, so I have considered making a team and building them correctly by getting block for everybody and getting guard and not choosing any random and boosting their characteristics. But that just takes so much time to invest in them like that. I don't know if I have that time.
Sorry to interrupt you. There's only one word to say about this ball.
Not a word, Jim.
I'd like to do other games. There's a Hogwarts game coming out, I think in Maya. I'd like to get into that. Coming out for PS4. I know it's already out for coming out digitally. Because I think it is actually out already for PS4 as a hard copy. but I'm looking for the digital copy.
A snotling baked in a pie stands more chance than this poor.
So yeah, I'm gonna get into that.
Where's the nearest pie
And
shop, Jim?
and there's the Marvel Midnight Sun, which looked really fun. Kind of a board game style video game, which I like. Which reminds me that Armello, I should be doing more Armello too. I don't know when that Marvel game's coming out though for the PS4. Again, I think that one might be out also, not as a hard copy. But yeah, I'm looking for a digital copy.
We call that Knuckles Kiss.
My PS4 has a problem with reading or taking discs. It just keeps trying to spit them back out. So I can't really use the disc version. I also don't really want to carry all that stuff around. I have a external hard drive connected to my PS4 that can hold all these games, so should I just leave Ultron there?
A snotling baked in a pie stands
Nice.
more chance than this poor. I'm getting hungry. Where's the nearest pie shop, Jim?
Nice. Got the points for Galactus.
Rather than me.
Oh yeah, I can move there now.
The player's in trouble, no doubt about it. But what's the coach gonna do?
Oh. Maybe I should move you first. I'm gonna use a rush on Hela to help support this hit.
Ah, here's some friends.
This player likes to be well assisted.
Yes.
Hey, that man looked almost competent.
Yeah, we'll leave Ultron there. Force him to blitz me out of the way. So I also am looking for a way to record Wingspan or record games that I have on Steam on my computer. Like Wingspan. So yeah, I've got some different things I want to do. So I don't want
Also
to.
on tonight's show.
I don't have enough time to just dedicate to Blood Bowl, which is why I choose the random skills for these teams, because we're just here to have fun and have these weird kooky teams, and
Hey, that play looked almost
I sort of
competent.
enjoy
Now as free
the
as a
ridiculousness
fork in a
and
thunderstorm.
chaos that can come from board games and video games, so it's not just solely because of time. Russell, yeah. Does he have a really dumb No.
A good coach always uses the right player for the right job.
Wow. He managed to take over this area. I thought I was going to dominate this section here.
Nicely done.
Oh. Why you gotta be like that? Then I am gonna blitz you now. Maybe I'll blitz this guy.
What can you do against a full-speed horned opponent?
No.
Between the eyes.
We're back now. Was he already attached? He was. Well, we're just gonna keep on pushing here. Should I come in and support here? See, that's not gonna help, but if I bring you here.
Oh, too easy.
Well.
The fans are ravenous, and so am I. Just one more step.
Okay. May have been a mistake to bring him that close. But he's got buddies now. Hey, knows he got buddies.
I should probably say something meaningful to all our Cabal Vision viewers.
Alright, so he's got a
All
reroll.
I can think of is Splat.
Feels nice. Wonder if I'll be able to blitz him with Galactus.
That'll help the player move without risk.
With arms like tree trunks. There was only going to be one result in that spat.
Gathering around that lone player, like halflings round a sandwich.
Let's see, if I were to... Oh, he's gonna do that. He's gonna... Oh, he knocked me out! Well... It's kinda not a good spot right now. I need to score to get my guys back.
Hey, things are getting interesting.
Yeah, that's where we're going. Just to round out this
Pressure's on,
corner
Joe.
here.
What will they do?
I hit this guy? I want to dodge out of this, and I'm going to blitz this guy.
The carrier himself blocks.
Yeah.
That's really risky.
Oh, he
He's
didn't
following
hurt
up,
him.
hoping to get the knockdown next time.
Can I? No.
He's sprinting. Let's hope it's going to be okay.
Go Thanos. What a baller.
A snotling baked in a pie stands more chance than this poor kid. Actually, I'm getting hungry. Where's the nearest pie shop, Jim?
Alright, Green Goblin, you're going to have to get out of that. Yeah, look at us dodging like an elf team.
Bloodvisor have certainly got their hands deep into Blood Bowl, don't you think, Bob?
I know the Bloodweiser CEO, Jim. And it's not hands. It's claws.
Oh, he's got it. Dang, he's got a lot of armor breaks. Probably because these guys have wounds that help that situation. Oh, that's a straight 10. Oh, that's unfortunate. If I go here, then I'll be 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Well, maybe if I knock this guy
Too easy.
back, then I could cut that corner, and then I don't have to rush. Look at that. Let's see. If I were to blitz here, this guy.
Oh dear. I hope that player has written a will.
And then we're gonna
Players
stay.
can barely speak, Jim, let alone write.
Come over
As you
here and
know,
support.
you've interviewed enough of them. Count those teeth, Jim. They'll have to pick up most of them off the ground in a few seconds' time.
Okay. Now we want to get out of this. Still got 3 rerolls. What's this guy over here? Okay, he's gonna...
Then push them back. Personally, I'd abduct them.
This guy can move. And so he should be moving these guys. Those three guys that are open. There's one. Holy moly. I mean,
Have you looked at Facetome recently, Bob? Did you
he
know you
gonna
have a fan club?
rush. Can he rush?
You looked
He
at
can.
it, Jim. There's a petition to remove you from the air. Ooh, that's very nice.
Wow. Well, I can blitz out of it now. I used to make them. No, we can't. He reinforced it.
And they start the turn in trouble.
Okay. Well, it was a good recovery. Good recovery by him. Yeah, we need a... Well, that did not really pan out.
He's on him now, like a halfling on a hot dinner.
I should probably say something meaningful to all our Cabal Vision viewers. All I can think of is slay. Get up or get off the field.
I kind of need somebody to block Morg and Thor. 'Cause he's gonna destroy.
He's now as free as a fart in a thunderstorm.
That player is about to get punched above and below the belt at the same time.
That
Alright,
player's shuffling
we got
off
a
the
KO.
field, possibly off his mortal coil.
Okay. No. No, that's worse. That is worse. So he takes 1, 2, 3, 4. No, he doesn't
Do you
need
think there's going to be
yeah, he just
any
do that.
action at all in this game?
There it is.
I'd like to see something happen, or I'm just going to go and watch Game of Gnomes instead. On the floor again. This team must like me worms or something.
What? King, what the heck? It was a -4 because there's 4 people on him? Or 3 people on him? Oh.
On the floor again. This team must like worms or something.
Oh. Can anybody score? I'll, he's just one off. He's also just one off. Okay, if I could move Ultron. No, I don't think that's gonna happen.
Snotling baked in a pie stands more chance than this poor kid.
Okay, it didn't even matter.
Where's the nearest pie shop, Jim?
Oh, yeah,
Oh, I can't believe this. So many fails. What is this? A blind halflings match or something?
I could have moved Ultron, but it would have moved him here. And then I need to knock out the blitzer so that he can move. And then there's that guy. And then I would have needed to use a blitz to move Ultron, so I didn't have a blitz to knock this guy off. Yeah. I needed somebody on Morgan Thor.
You wearing perfume, Jim?
No, it's a scent. Very different from perfume.
Hold it!
They've picked up the ball. I suppose I should say something memorable or funny.
Okay. Oh.
Where's he gonna move?
What kind of movement? 7. Blitzer is 7. You move all of them. I would have had to put that ball all the way over here.
I remember there was once a Skaven coach who used to hire his throwers,
Why
chosen
did
from
he
the
put it back
public
there?
when they had rioted particularly well.
I feel like he could have got out of range on that. Oof. That's Dormammu.
The attacker has an assist.
Yep, he's got that. Man, these armor breaks are killing me.
The defense are dropping like blood flies around a Tomb King's desiccated carcass.
There's only one word to say about this ball.
Not a word.
Another one.
Sound. Crunch.
Okay. 3 guys in a row. Whoever that was has so many injuries. Hello. Oh man, we're down to 5.
He's now free as a fart in a thunderstorm.
Assume he's gonna go right. I don't know. Maybe I should just drop back and cover some of these guys. Because we can man mark with my blockers.
There, better get up. Nothing good comes from spending any time on the ground in this game.
2, 3, 4, 5, 6. We're gonna need some individual efforts here.
A snotling baked in a pie stands more chance than this poor kid. Actually, I'm getting hungry. Where's the nearest pie shop?
Yeah, if he scores now, then maybe I'll get some guys back.
That player better get up. Nothing good comes from spending any time on the ground in this game.
Is Kane gonna draw another guy on him? Yes. So he's just gonna have. He's gonna go for it this turn. Yeah.
Yeah! The hush! The howl!
Hey, got my settings. No. Yeah, just like the really short blocker. There
We're
we
gonna
go.
be here for quite some time.
With arms like tree trunks, there was only going to be one result in that spat.
That'll help the player move without risk. A snotling baked in a pie stands more chance than this poor kid.
Okay.
I'm getting hungry. Where's the nearest pie shop, Jim?
A prone player is a dead player, oft-times at any rate.
That'll help the player move without risk.
Now, if we pick up the ball, we're gonna go left. It would be nice if you picked up the ball. Oh.
That's a good choice for this
Yeah,
play.
that was an obvious choice.
Get up or get off the field.
Not on both of them.
Those players are very close. Smells like a fight is about to happen.
Feels like he hasn't gotten a lot of just shoves. They've all been just heavy hits. Alright, what do we got? That's Loki there. I might have to blitz with Thanos. And then oh, come on.
Got any advice for the budding coach then, Bob?
Yeah, always wear underpants, because you never know who might be looking. Some of these cameras work both.
Oh dear. I hope that player has written a will.
Written? Players can barely speak, Jill, let alone write. And you should know, you've interviewed enough of them. Count those teeth, Jim.
No.
We'll have to pick up most of them off the ground in a few seconds' time.
Oh. You know, that just really seems to happen in the most critical situations. Why? Why is that?
Oh, too easy.
Kane picked the ball.
Unity is strength.
Yeah.
That player went down like a sack of snortling unmentionables.
Well, let's see. If I were to blitz with Loki. I could get out of that tackle.
Another player on the ground. The coach will be spitting teeth about this. Should they be stomping on the player's
He
neck
dodged
with those
out of that,
stupid
didn't
boots
he?
that hard?
The ref's not looking, so yes.
Oh,
Yeah, sure feet. Go
Well,
on,
King.
strip. It'll be good for the ratings.
we'll for sure be blitzing him then.
This player likes to be well assisted in a fight.
No.
It looks rather like an old traditional spectacle in its style.
I know this one. Toromania.
That's what we needed before with the ball carrier.
That player's a little short. Oh no, my mistake. He's on the ground.
Ah, great. Now Morgan Thor gets free.
Surrounded by adversaries like that, I hope he knows what he's doing.
4, 5, 6. He's got 6 movement, doesn't he? Yep. Oh, it's gonna hurt. Who is this? Ah, it's King. That was Loki, right?
Now his buddy can move freely.
That player better get up. Nothing good comes from spending any time on the ground in this game.
Oh, he could just score. Probably is what he should do.
Isn't so big a level gap elite?
The ref is sacred. We don't criticize him, we don't kill him, we don't eat him, we
One
don't
of
talk
these
to him.
guys got
Ever.
stunned. Sort of need to send Kang down the field. Thanos will be extra protection. I'll probably push right.
On the floor again. This team must like worms or something.
Okay.
A snotling baked in a pie stands more chance than this poor kid. Actually, where's the nearest pie shop, Joe?
It looks rather like an old traditional spectacle in its style.
I know this one. Toromania.
The players arrive to assist their teammate.
Alright, Loki. Let's kick this ball up.
They've picked up the ball. I suppose I should say something memorable or funny here.
Not totally give away that I'm going to the right. Nope. There's no need to rush that. I think this will be fine. No.
Did you know the Spike Magazine trophy
king.
was forged in hellfire, deep beneath the blighted cigarette of Tsar Nagrund?
It'll just miss the next match. Like the last, I think all of them.
Around that lone player, like
Guys, I
halflings
just-
around a sandwich.
It reminds me of the
I think all the
famous
guys that are
story of
injured
Nurgling
got
and the
that
Great Unclean One.
injury.
But this time, no
Where
miracles.
they'll be missing next match. So next game is gonna be also a bunch of journeymen. I'm gonna see what kind of money I have to get more players
Can't
or
argue
something.
with that call, can you, Bob?
No.
Probably gonna make these games way more challenging if I add more teammates.
They've got the advantage, but there is no sure thing in Blood Bowl.
Okay.
That's it. Force them back and then ow!
Did I blitz yet? I did not. I need to block this hole from Morg and Thorg.
That player's a little short. Oh no, my mistake. He's on the ground.
Yeah, there was a line for him to come in and just hit low key. Do need to send somebody up the field though, if we're gonna try and score here. Him getting here, 1, 2, 3, 6. Well, that would be just enough. Who is it? Oh.
Did you know, back in 2479, the experiment to use balls made of granite was
There's only one word to say about this, Bob.
not a word, Jim. A sound. Crunch!
How are they going to catch or run with a ball if they're constantly writhing around on the ground?
I'm gonna have to cut in towards Morg and Thor. So I think the only way I can... okay,
One foot in
that
front
worked
of the
out.
other. It's not that complicated, is it?
Okay, good job.
The attacker has an assist. call.
No, I do
Imitation
need
is
the
the key.
blitz.
It was one of my strengths when I was still playing.
Here.
They've got the advantage, but there is no sure.
Uh-oh. Whoa, whoa, whoa. Is that where I need to get? 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. That is where I need to go. Oh no, really? You gotta cut through all that? Ah, that sucks. If I were to move out of the way, I don't think that would help. Would this be easy? The dodge of 5+. Or the dodge of 5+. It's another dodge as well.
Does the coach realize the odds are against him?
Oh my god.
Does he care?
It worked. Ah. Unchanneled Fury. Did he lose his tackle zone? What?
How's the missus, Bob?
X-Miss.
Oh, wait!
He
Something's
didn't
happening.
even
This place.
try to do
Attacker.
anything else.
Smells
He
weakness.
just knew that's what was gonna happen. How?
This place. The attacker. Smells weakness.
A good coach
Oh, there's
always
definitely
uses
nobody
the
is
right
scoring
player,
now.
right job. It reminds me of the famous story of Nurgling and the Great Unclean One. But this time,
Okay.
no miracles.
Did he choose one?
This is going to be decisive.
Oh my god. One
it's
die
bloody
cows.
A
One die
prone player is
pow.
a dead player, oftentimes at any rate.
Yikes.
In these conditions, it's just crazy.
What? Another one die pow.
Hey, that play looked almost competent.
And armor break. Oy vey.
What can you do against a full-speed horned opponent?
Aim between the eyes. You won't leave him alone anytime soon.
We may see that player later.
Okay.
If they wait.
Or is there a better chance? Oh. This would require nope. Catch it, Galactus.
Either there is a serious loss, or we are witnessing
Why
a
did he
bunch
fall
of
down?
witless incompetence. Morg.
Venom, Ultron, Galactus. Alright, who got enough points to do something? Definitely not you, Galactus. Venom? Venom, maybe? What were we doing with you, Venom? Thoughtless, so we were dipping into the generals. Maybe we'll get a block. Oh, we got a kicker. That's good. We got a kicker. Loki, need 12. Yeah, I think that was it. Oh, what can we do with this money? So I've got 12 guys. And the rate they're getting injured, I need at least one more. Maybe I get two more. Oh, we did it. We needed some help. I gotta rename these guys. Better than using the journeyman. How about a little Mysterio? Oh yeah, you gotta get those. It doesn't tell you how much they cost until you go in there. What was the other one? How about a Killmonger? That sounds appropriate for this game. Okay, Steam is not performing, but we'll try again next week. Well, not next week, next time. Thanks for watching.